Hey there, Scorpios. This is your December 2018 intuitive horoscope for you, brought to you by me, Kelly Lunt. For those of you who are new to me, I always channel a message straight from spirit, straight from source to help you hear what you need to hear so you can take that next step in your life. And I've also already pre-pulled a Celtic Cross for you just to get you all the nitty-gritty details, but I want you guys to know that we have a sacral center chakra candle burning in a root chakra one. So we're really calling in a lot of safety this month, a lot of safety to express your desires, your second chakra. And we also have a rose quartz lamp going to open up your heart to be able to receive. So that's all we got a garnet stone too. So allow the little bit of safety to begin to enter your life and knowing that it's okay to want what you want. It's okay to express it. And your heart center, it's okay to receive it, Scorpios. But okay, so Scorpios, let's go straight into the channeled message and then I will read the Celtic Cross for you. Scorpio. Scorpios, they didn't mean to hurt you. They didn't mean to hurt you. They did not set out with an intent to hurt you, to damage you, to destroy you. There was no ill intent, Scorpio. All it was is Kelly's workshop that she's hosting on the 15th. There's a process called age regression. Because if you guys are on this channel, you do know that you create your reality. So sometimes when you have something really bad, really dramatic happen, you're like, I didn't ask for this to happen. It's that when you were younger, you had a situation that happened that you didn't fully process the emotions. So when those emotions are still active within you, because you were younger, you didn't have all the coping mechanisms, all the skills available, that becomes a suppressed vibration active within you that's attracting all the bad shit in now. So we invite you to, what did you learn from the situation? Do you now know that you're going to build trust with someone over a couple months before you just trust them with the key to your house? Are you now going to trust your own discernment, your own ability to choose who's trustworthy and not more now? Focus on that. Even though it may not have felt good in the process, you can thank them for that lesson and move skedaddle along. I'll give you an example from Kelly's life. Kelly dated a guy who was a little overbearing, a little very strong in his opinions, very, very strong in, wait, what is it exactly that you do, Kelly? What do? You have voices in your head? What voices in your head, huh? What is channeling? What do you do? She had a vibration of not being accepted, that as soon as she did the age regression process, well, how do I currently feel with this yucky situation? What are all the emotions? What situation or person did I attract in my life 5 years ago that felt the same? What about high school? What about early childhood? What about the first memory? She traced it back to that first memory so that she could release it so that it wouldn't happen. From there, she went, well, I'm glad that I did date that guy because now I know that I love my gifts and I'm proud of them. It's what helped her begin to kind of showcase the candles and the gemstones and be able to wear a crown and being able to have a little wand. Because she's like, you know what? I do love crystals. She owned more of herself after dating that guy who kind of judged her for what she likes and what she does. She then started calling in, well, you know what, Spirit, I want a guy who gets what I do. Dating that guy, that asshole who is mean and belittled and berated, she realized she cleaned up the vibration to not attract in a guy like that again. But she also realized this is who I am and I'm proud of that. We want you to find that same silver lining, Scorpio. That is our message for you, finding the silver lining. Let me write that down. That's really good. Yeah, Scorpio. Hey, Vanessa, for everyone who's catching it live. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so Scorpios, if you want the workshop that they mentioned, There's a link to it, and I'll link to it in the description below. It's really if you're ready to completely release toxic situations in your life, so that we're going to trace it back. It's my top 4 spiritual techniques that I've developed over 10 years of doing my shamanic journey, traveling for 2 years by myself, of really meditating 3-4 hours a day. It's my top 4 that just help you release toxic people so that you can call in good feeling people in situations and jobs. I link to that there. You can find out more details on the link. Without further ado, though, Scorpio, here is your Celtic Cross for the month. Okay, as the basis of the situation, you got the 5 of Raphael. You got it crossed by the 9 of Gabriel. Okay. So it looks like, hey Sylvia, so it looks like what's coming on for you guys is you got the 5 of Raphael, which is the ultimate card of you need to release it. Everything does happen for a reason. And I think of that example that Spirit gave you of me dating someone who, he was a neurologist, he was a psychiatrist. On our first coffee date, he said he knew what channeling was. 2-3 months later, he was, what is channeling? What do you do? Oh, so you hear voices in your head? It was like, are you trying to bully me because you have like a doctor's degree? Like, you said you knew what this was on our first date. Do you or do you not? Everything happens for a reason. Did it feel good having someone bully me? Did it feel good having someone try to, wait, what is it that you do? No, it didn't feel good. But as you can see from the story that Spirit shared, it really helped me own who I am. I'm like, you know what? This is me. This is what I do. And I now call to me people who love what I do. So it made me get more in my power, more in my, this is who I am, and I love myself. So it's kind of letting you know that you need a little kind of similar situation for yourself this month, Scorpio. It's, okay, it happened for a reason. What was I learning? I want to finish and integrate that lesson so that I don't have to go through this again. Because what's crossing it is that it looks like there's a little bit of a, believe it or not, Scorpio, there's a little bit of fear of ultimately being happy. There's a little bit of, if I have good stuff coming in, will it last? If something really good comes in, someone else will just come in and take it away. So there's a little bit of a belief system that you can't be happy, that if you get something good, like if you come to money, others are just going to take it. So there's a little bit of a belief system that's holding you back from ultimate happiness. And why it's all coming up, because it looks like there's a decision. So it's in the book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. You're hitting an upper limit because there's a decision between, shall I keep living life the way I've been living it, which quite frankly, if this card's coming up, you're not in full enjoyment of life, or it's, shall I apply for a new job? Shall I break up and go for a new lover? Shall I break up and go it on my own for a while? You have a decision to make about living life in the old way or giving it a go to discover new ways to live life that might be more enjoyable. I would highly recommend reading that book. Honestly, that book is like my Bible. But it's recognizing the more that you can do the mantra, and this mantra is from that book, the more that you can do the mantra, I now allow myself to grow in health, wealth, abundance, and success every day as I inspire others to do the same. I personally like to tweak it a little bit, and with the mantra, I now allow myself to grow in health, wealth, love, abundance, and success every single day as I inspire others to do the same. That's what will help you. Instead of being the 5 of Raphael, that's just life for you. Guys are a-holes. They don't want to commit. That's just life for you. Bosses always treat you the way they want you to slave away and work. They don't care about you. That will let you go into the, my boss loves me, my boss appreciates me, I am making the kind of money I want to be making. Do that mantra every day for about 60 seconds. I obviously like my tweak of adding the word lovin'. If you just do it for 60 seconds, do the Mark Anthony pose, put your arms out, stern them up. That aligns all your chakras. I now allow myself to grow in health, wealth, love, abundance, and success every single day as I inspire others to do the same. That will help you shift your vibration so that you can kind of step into the good life. But it's ultimately, you have a choice that you're kind of ignoring. And it's, you want to keep doing things the same old, or you want to give something a new try, Scorpio. You got a lot of good, all the rest of the cards are really, you got 3 major arcana cards in the next set, and then the rest are all aerial cards. So So let's see what this unfolds. I'm kind of excited for you guys. What's happened in the recent past? It looks like in the recent past, you definitely are starting to tap into your internal strength. You're starting to tap into your inner knowledge. It's like hey, maybe I don't want to listen to other people. Maybe I do want to listen to myself. Like, listen to the example. I could have chosen to listen to the psychiatrist, and I'm like, what diagnosis are you trying to diagnose me with right now? Because, honey, my spiritual gift has helped people make $250,000. It has helped people go from living inside of their house, fear for getting outside, to she's now grocery shopping on her own and going on dates with guys. So that's a good thing. You're learning to come to your own judgments and making decisions of how to powerfully move forward. So know that this is a new vibration. It's a new way of being that you have to cultivate. It's kind of like when you just first plant a seed. You have to make sure it's deep enough in the soil. You have to water it. You have to pull the weeds. You have to make sure it's getting enough sunlight. So cultivate that new vibration of newfound power within inside of you. Cultivate the relationship of like, I'm doing a good job. I'm believing in myself more. That feels good. I'd like to do more of that. I'd like to trust my decision making ability. I'd like to speak with more power, with more decision that this is what I want. I want to speak more that way. I want to speak more confidently. Confidence. I like that. I'm gonna call confidence in more and more each and every day. I'm gonna allow myself to express my views and my desires a little more confidently. And I'm gonna be okay if others don't agree with what I say, because I'm okay with what I say, what I think, what I do, who I love. I'm okay with my lifestyle. Guys, there is not going to be a situation where everyone loves what you do. Believe it or not, I actually recently got attacked on my community tab. For those who've been following me for a while, you know about my abusive childhood that I grew up with. And someone on my YouTube channel said, you're evil, you're attacking people who were abused, you're blaming them. And I'm like, honey, I would never do that. I grew up in one of the most abusive households you could think of, psychological, sexual, emotional. I would never make fun of someone who went through that. And they went, oh, well, you need to be a little more compassionate in the way you speak. You are never going to get 100 people in a room to 100% like what you like to. Can you have the internal resolve to, this is what I like, this is who I am, this is what I do? You've recently tapped into that. Now it's time to cultivate that. And I'm going to throw a big example out there. Kardashians, people love to hate them. Kim Kardashian did that whole, I was reading about it on the news, it was like everywhere for a while, that it was that private airplane that her husband like rented or bought. I don't know if they bought it or rent it, but she posted it on there and a lot of people gave her backlash. You got to be okay with being you and the life that you want so that you enjoy it, instead of going home crying every night. Oh my God, 100,000 people commented on my post and like said I was the cause of climate damage, climate control. What's that called? Climate change. Or are you going to go, damn, my husband's baller, he's making it, I'm going to enjoy this thing. You got to get that. You're cultivating that internal resolve. So the more that you can nurture it every day. I love this newfound sense of confidence. I love the clear way that I'm expressing myself now. I love that I'm like wearing gemstone crowns on my head. I'm proud of myself for cultivating more of my personality into what I do, and that I'm loving myself and I'm accepting more of who I am. You got to cultivate that relationship. Cultivate that vibration. So in terms of what you're going through right now, yeah, it looks like you're going through, Scorpio, you're going through a lot of intuitive growth. You're going through a spiritual awakening, my dears. If you got the Strength card in the recent past and then this card, and in the Future card, you got the Chariot too. So you're going through a lot of spiritual awakening right now. You're going through a lot of, okay, I get it. I can't please everyone, and I'm okay with that. What can I do to most please myself? That's gonna, if I can't please everyone else, what can I do right now that's gonna most please me? Come on, let's use an example of like that juicing thing. You know, you've got the vegans and the raw food people who are like, oh my God, juicing is the best thing for you. You've got the doctors with, that destroys your metabolism, it's horrible, it's just sugar. Which one makes you feel good? Because your intuition knows what's right for you. Your intuition knows if eating meat or not eating meat is right for you. You got to be okay that there are people that are staunch opposites on the spectrum, and you got to be okay with wherever you might reside. I mean, God, you guys are going through huge awakening, Scorpios. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. This does take perseverance. This does take a lot of self-belief. And I am so proud of you for being willing to express yourself that way. I'm proud of the guy who, I don't want to attacked me. I don't want to say he attacked me because he was just expressing his views. He was, hey, you're evil, da, 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 da. And I went, hon, I would never make fun of someone who's going through abuse because I went through that. My goal is just to help show them that, you know, you're an adult now, you live in your own apartment now. That for people who are financially independent now and they're not relying on the people, you have the power to create a new vibration within you, to create a new reality. If that triggered him and upset him, well, then I'm glad that he had a place to express it. Because think about it from his point of view. He got to express how he felt on a public platform. I responded and went, oh, that was not my intention at all. Like, I love you. And I love other people. I love them. He went, oh, okay. Well, can I just invite you to maybe have a little bit more compassion for the people who are still in the thick of the trauma, who maybe still live with the abusers, or the people who are just freshly moved out on their own, that they may not be as healed as you are from it. So maybe just have a little more compassion. Like, that might have been one of his very first experiences of having an open dialogue of opposing opinions. That was probably very healing for him. And it was a gentle reminder for me that, like, you know, I am very removed from my trauma. I am like further healed away from it than a lot of people. So it was kind of a reminder of, oh, maybe I do, instead of you're an adult now, make your own vibration. Maybe it's a little like, hey guys, be gentle to yourself as you go through it. Eventually you'll be able to get to this point. And if you're right here, that's okay. So all around, it was a good experience. The more that you tap into your intuition and you're okay with your opinion, like, I'm okay that I'm a healer. I'm okay that I had that abuse. So I hope this makes sense by now, guys. The more that you are okay with exactly where you're at, exactly okay with your opinion, the more that you'll be able to treat that as an open conversation, an open dialogue, instead of attack, instead of da 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 da. If you guys need more help with that, comment after the video. It's kind of hard to go in and read the comments that are when you live. Always spread love. You never know what people are going through. Yeah, Megan, I couldn't agree with that anymore. Oh, and it's not you stole $1,000 from me, I love you. It's the, hey, that wasn't okay with me. You're now removed from access from my bank account. You're now, hey, get out of my house. Maybe they were living with you and stole the money. You can protect yourself while still, I mean, you don't know. I mean, maybe they were starving and they haven't eaten for 3 months. If, you know, someone who was starving for 3 months and they stole some money from me, I'd be like, well, damn, I get why. But hey, like, I'm just not in a financial position to support someone right now. So please leave. You don't know what they're going. Yeah, that's a really good point, Megan. Okay, so what's coming ahead in the future for you, Scorpios, is you got the 10 of Ariel. So 10 of Ariel is, I think this is like the equivalent of the 10 of Pentacles in traditional tarot. In terms of what's coming up in the future, it kind of looks like you are going to tap back into that. It's almost, I would call it a gentle awakening to the power within, of recognizing that, like, hey, I am paying my own bills. Hey, I can spend time, energy, money, effort, time, precious brain space on thinking about healing, on thinking about going to college. I have that time to start thinking about how I want to better myself because I am independent now. It's kind of like you're going to kind of awaken to the fact that you're no longer a victim to how your parents lived life. You no longer have to live the way that you were taught to live, that you can live a new way. You're kind of like having that, like, I remember when I went to college, that's the relationship you have with your parents? That's your relationship with your parents? Oh, that's your relationship with your parents? I was like, that's how your parents make money? That's how your parents, it was just like this awakening moment of, there are so many different ways that you can live life. So you're going to kind of go through that awakening of, like, oh my God, I do have so many choices and opportunities. So it's a beautiful spot to be in, Scorpio, right there. In terms of your personal power this month, it's kind of about, you got the ace, okay? So the ace, so you got the 10 of Ariel as what's coming in the near future, which is that awakening to, hey, I am more empowered in my life than I thought. I can put time, energy, effort, maybe hire people, maybe do it on my own to cultivate new thoughts, to change my reality. The ace is your personal power this month. You're just at the beginning of that journey. So be okay, like, View it as I'm just starting this journey of self-discovery. I'm just starting this journey of creating a new money story, of creating a new way that relationships can be in my head. I'm starting this new adventure, this new way of living life, and I'm discovering how to make it much more enjoyable. And that feels good. I know that I want it to feel good. I know that I want it to feel open. I know that I want it to feel easy. I know that I want it to feel like connection. I know that I want it to feel nurturing, nourishing, uplifting. Cultivate the new way of living. That's your personal power this month. So kind of treat it like I remember what I did. So I obviously had an extreme example given to me of what love was when I was younger. That was abusive. It was yelling. It was throwing shit. So I remember when I traveled for 2 years by myself from California to Maine and back. So I had this moment where I was like, this can't be life. This cannot be life. I broke up with the guy that had it was the relationship that mirrored my parents. I was like, this can't be life. I'm far effing too young to be like yelling and screaming every day at a partner. So we ended it and I started traveling. While I was traveling, I was, universe, angels, spirit guides, I want to see new ways that you can experience love. I want to experience new relationships. I want to experience different ways of living life, different ways of making money. And every time I traveled and stayed at someone else's new place, or maybe I just rented a place, or maybe I just bumped into them on the streets, it was so that's how you live your life? Well, I like that. Let me take that. I want more of that. Oop, I don't want that. That's yours. Have fun with you can be sad, fuck, this is my starting point at making money. This is my starting point of how much I think I'm worth. This is my starting point for what I think love is like. But you can also, this is a fun discovery that I get to build the whole new story. In terms of outside influences this month, so outside influences this month is recognizing that take pride in yourself, be proud of yourself, be kind to yourself. It's more for you guys. It's more about being proud of yourself, being proud of your growth, being proud of your journey, being proud of your awakening, being proud that you're going through this journey now instead of later. I know a lot of people who are younger, they're 20, 30, they come to me and they're like, I'm 30, I should have known. They're like sobbing and distraught. Like, I should have known this when I was 18. And it's like, honey, a lot of people used to have what's called a midlife crisis, and they would go through this when they were 50 or 60. You're going through this when you're 30. We're in a day and age where you could live till you're 100. You have 70 years ahead of you. So be proud that you're willing to have this shadow work, the inner child work, this internal emotional growth now. That's your personal power I'm glad I'm going through this now so that I can then enjoy in the future. And if you guys need help with this, my workshop on December 15th is perfect for this. Let me link to it for you guys who are catching it live. It's perfect because there's still some bonus spots too. You get a one-on-one with me too. But going back to the reading, in terms of hopes or fears for this month, it looks like there's a little bit of like fear of success. There's a little bit of, can I really handle it when this good stuff comes in? We talked about the book, The Big Leap. It's called The More Money, More Problems. It's the thought and the belief that if more money comes in, I'll just owe the IRS more. I'll have to hire an accountant. I'll have to hire staff. That's just not going to be worth the hassle. Guys, more money. No. If you have to hire an accountant, that means you're doing good. And that means they're taking the workload off of you. I don't know about you, but as soon as I first outsourced doing my taxes to someone else, one, they got more tax write-offs for me. So they actually saved me money in the long run. Two, I didn't have to deal with the stress of trying to read articles of what are the new laws. The more money I had, the more I was able to delegate work that I didn't like doing anyway. So it's just knowing that the rapid change that's going to be coming for you, it's perfect for you. You can handle it. It's kind of like that person who's been training for a marathon, and the month before you're able to hit the 26 miles and run it. Don't doubt that. Whoa, I trained enough that I can now do it. This is great. You can handle it, Scorpio. It's divine timing. You can handle it, okay? Okay, in terms of the outcome card for this month, okay, so it kind of looks like for these two cards coming up, you can handle it, and it's about knowing that you don't, so the fear is actually coming from however you used to get things done in the past, it was like all in or nothing. I'm going all in on my love life and just dates. I'm going all in at work, working overtime, work, 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 work. You lost a little bit of balance. So I totally see why you have the fear of success, the more money, more problems. It's like the, damn, but if I started dating again, that means I'm going to be putting on makeup every day. I'm going to be going on the sites every day. That's so much work. It's knowing that like the new way you're going to do it, it has to have a little bit more of a balance. So it has a little bit more of the, okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays is the days where I allow myself to go look online instead of going on there every day and going, oh my God, I just have to filter through all these profiles. That's this way. All or nothing are the, every Tuesday, Thursday, I've set aside an hour to scroll through potential people, and that feels good. And then you have the other days to go to your art classes, to meditate, to do your other things. So it's your outcome is to all this huge growth that you're going through, Scorpio. It's about balancing it. You don't need to get lost in meditation 4 hours every single day. You can do the meditation 30 minutes a day, or you could do the meditation 30 minutes a day. Maybe Sunday you allow yourself to deep dive 4 hours, but that way you still have the time to go on dates with hotties and the time to revamp your resume to get more income. So it's about balance as you move forward. So Scorpios, that's a lot for you guys. I want to send you some love and compassion. Just remember to love yourself as you go through this and know that it's okay to be you. It is okay to be you. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.